is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Knowles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. He lets one fly deep. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it up to 44.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball. Back to pass on second down. This time he's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. Alabama with a first and 10 here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. And he's slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama! This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon was anything but dominant today. But the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll go up top. That's caught. It's Clinton.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Using his feet. Speeding down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we play 1 quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Short. Under fire. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell.
Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Alabama.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down defense.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perez. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Russell. With the catch, it's Brown. He's out past the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown time.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's caught. It's busted. Crosses the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barres. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those two turnovers. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Noles. And here they come almost all the way back. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to swing it on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose.
This offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And, Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perez. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to go up top.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't.
Touchdown, Florida State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Zips have been hanging in there, but they can't afford any more miscues. They have to seize the moment. They're up by 8 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Russell. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barber. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. The defense was ready for that one.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
21.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
The Knowles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. Touchdown Seminoles. And the comeback is on. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Brings into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. At the 35, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Gets away from one, finds room. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Knowles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Snaps it in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Quarterback keeps it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Russell. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. Past the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did.
Got some room under the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown time. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's got him. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Clinton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finds his man. It's Clinton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Looking downfield on first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Offense gets set for second down. Might be calling a hot route. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for space to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throwing right. Complete downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great teams.